Hey everyone, and welcome to another SEO tutorial. It's about avoiding the scam of the domain name expiration. And that's coming through a lot right here in the COVID-19 time, because I think companies are getting tight and some of the scummier ones are using techniques to try and scam people rather than to do honest work. All right, so again, I apologize. It's going to be really fast. It's not going to be entertaining, but it should be educational and informative. Right, so you may get an email. We're seeing a lot of our clients that are getting these, and these emails come through, and it's even in the subject line will say something like your domain name, and then it'll say expiration, right? Try and scare you. When you open it up, you'll realize two things. Number one, you usually get this on a Friday late or Saturday, and it only gives you 5 days to pay it, right? Which puts the pressure on you. So that's another tip for you. If it comes in, you see it's only 5 days to get it paid, and it usually needs paid like on a Sunday. So it's kind of scummy. And it'll have big red lines like domain expiration. It'll only be for like less than $100. So you think, well, I'll just pay this rather than get my domain expired and then have the website go down. All right, so we'll scroll down here a little bit. Right, and they'll also have some big red, button on there. Here's how you pay it. A lot of the text in here is rough and scary as well, right? But then if you look down at the bottom, and we'll scroll down, you'll see down here in the fine print where it says, "This is not a bill. You do not need to pay it unless you accept this notification." Right. So the fine print they legally, I guess, get out of this, but it's not a very reputable way of doing this. All right, let's go take a look at the notes real quickly. Okay, so I'm going to jump through these real quickly. If you want, you can pause the video at any time and read the entire thing for yourself. The first thing to do is to know your own domain name registrar, so that if you get an email and it's from your actual registrar, well, you may need to pay it. Right? But if it's not, then you have a real good first thing that this is probably a scam. All right. So then we'll go to the second part, which says, okay, if you don't know if you don't know who your registrar is, how do I find it? And I'll put this link available for you later, but this whois.com is a really good one, and I'll show you right now how to do that. All right, so here we are inside of whois.com, and if you go ahead and cut and paste your domain name and put it in here, and then click the big green Who Is button, you're going to see results like this, where it tells you who the registrar is, right? The company will be right in here. Yours will probably be different, maybe GoDaddy or something like that. It'll also tell you the date when it expires on and a bunch of other information. All right, so that's a helpful tool, whois.com. Put your domain in, click the green Whois, and you'll see, is this the right registrar sending me a bill? All right, let's go back. Okay, so that's how to look up who your registrar is, and a good site to do it. There are other ones out there, so feel free to pick one that you like. Number 3, the third tip is check what email sent you it, right? Who's the from? Who is the sender? Right? Does this match the registrar? If it is, well, there's a good chance it is accurate, but if it's from somebody, some screwball 99 at blah blah.com, well, then you probably know that it's not a legitimate bill, but it's just a scam. Right, we'll go to the next tip. All right, number 4, check the text. And we did that a little bit before. Right? Reading it is annoying and all that, and look for the scam, but really you need to read it. In fact, the fine print. Another thing is they usually don't put the 3 words together, domain name registration. But I'll show you another tip. You can go in and search it through Google. So let's go take a look at how to check the text right now. Okay, so if we go inside this suspicious email and we just highlight some of the text, and then we right click and say search Google, and it'll bring up this page. And if you notice, right, it'll see all other kinds of scam, scroll down, scam, misleading, scam, right, scam, right. So we have a pretty good chance of saying that this is a scam, because when we did the search, all these other websites have reported it as a scam. So that's a helpful tip. Let's go back. All right, so we've checked the text, or you can search it in Google, and we can see if it's another good way to tell. Let's go to the next one. All right, and this is more of a helpful thing. If you don't already keep a file or any kind of document, whether that's a spreadsheet or a text file about all your online bills, then I really suggest that you do that. It's a great thing. You should really start one. Give you a quick example, like we go ahead and put what the main thing is, who the company's with, who it expires, And then if I know it's something I'm going to do rarely, I'll usually put my steps inside of it, even where it is on the page. Right, so I look in the upper right corner, I look for the login, the hosting, and then billing. I click those couple links and I can usually get to the payment really easily. Another little tip is that your domain name may or may not be billed with your hosting. They may be independent, so you may need to separate pay for each one, especially if they're through different companies, right? So, for example, one's through Bluehost, the other one's through GoDaddy, then you know, and you may want to even mark, does this auto renew or is it something that I have to do manually? All right, next tip. These can actually come in the physical mail. It doesn't have to be just an email. A couple years back, this was really big at being a physical mail because it came from folks who weren't quite so tech strong. So be watching for physical mail as well. Number 7, consider marking the email as spam. That way you don't have to get it again and it'll slow them down from sending it to others. I hope these 7 tips help in identifying whether the email is legitimate or whether it is spam or a scam. I hope this helps in driving your SEO higher with a simple tutorial. If you need any more help, come on over to BTFOOM.com to the contact page. Get in touch with us. You can get set up for more in-depth, real member videos to get you up to date and informed on everything that you need to do in the SEO world to help your business ranking. You can also ask about common tasks that we provide. Thanks, and I hope this helps.